everybody, I'm Sara Trombley, president of Mats.org. If there's one question we've been getting over the past few years, it's what the heck is going on in the used car business? Great question. We've been around the used car business for a long time, decades in fact, and we've never seen anything like the inflation that we've experienced in recent years. Most people experience massive sticker shock when they need a car now, and the last one they bought was 5+ years ago. I'm going to try and do my best to explain the used car market and give some helpful tips as you consider your next purchase. First of all, I want to say that we all know and have experienced inflation happening over all kinds of products, everything from milk and eggs to homes to lumber and raw materials like plastic, all kinds of things. Now, there's a million reasons for this inflation, but generally speaking, once prices inflate and people pay those prices, they tend to stay there and stabilize. Additionally, in the car market, the off-lease market has completely disappeared. Those vehicles were a large supply source for us and other dealerships for decades, and now it's wiped out, so supply is low. Everyone is buying out their leases now because the car values have gone up so much. So, for example, if someone leased a Toyota, perhaps, let's say 3 years ago, and let's say Toyota predicted that car was worth $12,000, well, they would give a buyout number to the leasee for $15,000, but then 3 years later, because of the crazy inflation, that car is actually worth $20,000. So what are the majority of people doing? Well, they're buying out their leases, which never used to happen. So for us and other dealerships, that means an entire source of quality vehicles has been completely wiped out, creating a huge lack of supply for low-mile cars. Combine that with the demand issue, and all of a sudden, dealers are trying to figure out, how do we respond to this? Now, most car dealers are not great at properly reconditioning their vehicles, but now imagine you can't even buy low-mile cars, and the labor and parts costs have increased. Now you've got low-mile cars being gone, high-mileage cars not being properly reconditioned, so you have low supply and high demand, which doesn't take a PhD in economics to realize is going to mean high prices. So the question is, what do we do about it? We think it's a three-prong strategy, but first I want to share what not to do. The response that we hear more than any other is, I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to look on my own. And you are certainly more than welcome to try. We've been hearing that response from people for the past few years. A lot of those folks are absolutely kicking themselves for not buying a car 6 months ago because prices now are significantly higher than they were 6 months ago, even though 6 months before that, they were even lower. So every indicator that we see says we're going in the wrong direction. The prices are going to continue to rise. Okay, back to the three-prong approach. What can you do in this unparalleled market? Well, the way we believe people should respond starts with number one, be flexible. Your car search should be as flexible as possible. That means flexible on brand, flexible on mileage, flexible on model and year, flexible on features, flexible on color, flexible on budget. Flexible, you get it. Whatever the parameters you're thinking about using and going into your car search, try to expand as many of them as will still get you the car that will work well for you and your family. And I can't stress this enough. The more flexible you are, the better shot you have at getting a good condition vehicle that will serve you well for years to come. Holding out for a specific color or year or mileage cap could get you what you want on the surface, but will likely be a riskier car. Number two, the car market is functioning a lot more like the housing market has over the past few years, so move quickly. People are used to doing this with houses, right? Like if you see a house you really like and you think about it for 2 days, it's gone. Somebody else will put an offer on that house that's accepted and it will go pending immediately. The good cars are no different right now, again, because supply is low. And we reject 95% of the cars that we come across because of poor condition. But the quality cars are moving at a speed that is uncharacteristic for the car business and much more like the housing market. And I get it. Buying a car is a huge decision, like buying a house. But when you find what you want, or hopefully when a Mats staff helps you find what you want, move quickly and purchase the vehicle. Don't delay. And finally, number three, this is a strategy we've been talking about at Mats for maybe the past 5 or 6 years, and it works. Buy a vehicle with higher mileage than you think you want. Ignore that old school less than 100,000 mile rule. That truly no longer applies. Older cars with lower miles is where you run into quality issues. But going newer with higher miles means you're going to get better quality than you think because the cars are lasting so much longer than they used to. And you're going to buy into the lower, slower depreciation curve. We have people all the time say, okay, like maybe I'm interested in that idea, but I'm concerned about risk. And we hear you. The best response to that is instead of buying low miles to lower your risk and paying more money than what we think the car is worth, go higher miles and buy an extended warranty. You can literally save $5,000 or $6,000 by going with a car that's the exact same car with maybe 60 or 70,000 more miles on it, then spend $2,500 on a warranty that protects you for an additional 5 years and 100,000 more miles. So you literally end up saving $3,000 to $4,000 in the end, get a warranty that lasts you several years, and this strategy has been a game changer for many of our customers. We would love to help you with this. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our Mats staff, fill out our contact form on the website, or maybe you already have, which led you to this video. We've been helping people buy used cars for decades, so we feel like we're experts in helping navigate people through what is traditionally a really confusing process, and right now it's even more confusing. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Please reach out if we can help you at all in any way. Thank you so much and have a lovely day.